As most Beatles fans know, John Lennon quit the group first on September 20th, 1969, bringing the Fab Four to what most would agree was an untimely end. What many don't know is that just 2 weeks before he announced his departure, Lennon proposed that the group record another album, as well as release a new single in time for the holidays. The evidence for this comes from a tape recording made on September 8, 1969, at Apple Corps headquarters in London, of a meeting between Lennon, Paul McCartney, and George Harrison. The recording exists simply because drummer Ringo Starr was unable to attend. He'd been taken to the hospital with intestinal complaints. Starr had a history of abdominal ailments and food allergies, and the recording was made for his benefit. "Ringo," Lennon explains on the tape, "you can't be here, but this is so you can hear what we're discussing." But as the tape shows, Lennon wasn't merely thinking about one more Beatles album and single. He was planning a future strategy for the group. The key evidence is his plan for how he, McCartney, and Harrison, the group's main songwriters, would share space on future albums. He planned that each of them should be allowed 4 songs per album, with another 2 available for Starr, if he wished. "When we get into the studio, I don't care how we do it, but I don't want to think about equal time," he said. "I just want it known I'm allowed to put 4 songs on the album, whatever happens. I don't have to say, 'Should we do it now?' because I think we'll all get fed up in 3 weeks. Or actually, the album will be full because we did 2 of Paul's last week, or 1 of Ringo's, or 1 of George's, whatever. And, well, it's too late now." Next album, Lennon was also eager to abandon what he called the Lennon and McCartney myth about their songwriting partnership. While the two men had occasionally written together in the past, going back to their earliest days as teens struggling to play acoustic guitars, they mostly composed alone. Despite this, each of their songs was credited to Lennon-McCartney, regardless of who wrote it. Lennon suggested that, moving forward, only the sole writer should get credit. One might think McCartney would have been thrilled by the suggestion to record a new album. He'd been despondent over Lennon's lack of interest in the group and had single-handedly corralled the Beatles and their producer, George Martin, back into the studio to record Abbey Road earlier that summer. But he said very little in the meeting, aside from rejecting Lennon's suggestions for a more equitable division of songs and a more accurate assigning of songwriting credits.